Tell me what initially inspired you to start personal training.
Just everything, man. Health, age, the fact that I have young kids, everything just kind of piled on. I was in bad shape, always real tired. Career was not going as well as I wanted it. So just getting my energy levels up and confidence, that's what really did it. And just kind of want to get my health back on track. Those are the biggest reasons.
How does personal training change your perspective on fitness and health?
Well, actually, I think it was Paloma, your wife, that mentioned it one day, that exercise is life. And yeah, she was right. Once you implement that into your everyday lifestyle, everything just starts getting better, from getting ready to take on the day to actually having a more relaxing bedtime routine. It all adds up.
Tell me, can you describe a specific moment where you realized personal training was making a significant impact in your life?
A specific example, maybe, after coming out of certain sales pitches, because that's what I do. Like I'll chase business after presentations. The fact that I come out of there feeling confident as opposed to, oh, I wonder how I did. Because at least I know that I went in there prepared. I went in there with the right energy levels, all that. And then the fact that I get to come home and be able to play with the kids and keep up with them, those are all the proof that the exercise is working.
What surprised you the most about working with a personal trainer?
In my case, I get to work out with another guy, with Ben. Kind of makes it fun. It's always a bit of a chore to get up at 5 in the morning, but when you have a group of guys, kind of makes it a little fun. There's some joking going around and kind of pushes you a little bit more. It gives you that sense of accountability to get up in the morning. You don't want to let the other guys down, or you don't want to hear the trash talk the next day. It's been fun, but it actually gives you a lot of direction as far as like what form to be using. It kind of picks up the pace, so it always kind of keeps it interesting.
So you didn't expect to do the semi-private training where it was going to be one-on-one. It was more 2 to 3 people. It was a small group of training. Having those other executives training with you was something that surprised you, but you didn't think it was going to be that fun.
I knew that I was going to be exposed to it because it was during the initial interview. It wasn't a surprise to be in it. It was a surprise to stay with it, because I was expecting somebody to drop off eventually, and none of us have dropped off. It's actually been pretty consistent, and it's almost as if we all need it in order to kind of get through our day and make the most of it. That's been the surprise.
How much weight have you lost in total so far?
85.
85 pounds?
Yeah, 335 is where I started.
Where are you at now?
250 as of yesterday, 252 this morning.
How have your energy levels and confidence changed since you began your training routine?
Dramatically. Just the fact that you get the workout out of the way first thing in the morning, it really kickstarts the entire day. You're on a real good momentum, but the fact that I'm able to get it started that early really gives me the confidence, or the energy I should say, to get prepared for the day. And since I'm in sales, a lot of my success is predicated on how good my presentations can be, my sales pitches, and having the energy level to prepare gives me the confidence that whenever I do present, I'm 100% certain of what I'm presenting and what I'm saying. That in itself just skyrocketed the confidence, and obviously the physical aspect goes with it, where you start looking better, you start feeling better by yourself. So it goes from professional to personal to family. Workout has been a definite life changer for me. It's just kind of, I was putting it off for so many years because I knew the hard work that was going to come with it, but I'm embracing it now.
It's paying off.
Definitely. Now, if I don't work out, like on the weekends, I can tell I'm kind of in a bad mood or kind of anxious. You learn to depend on it, but there's worse things you can depend on, like coffee or booze or whatnot. But this is a much better alternative.
In what ways has personal training influenced other aspects of your life, such as work or family?
From a professional standpoint, I can see where it justifies using a professional for whatever it is you're going to be doing in life. If you're looking for certain services, don't try to go out and do it on your own. Hire a professional that can guide you and make it easier on you. In personal training, for example, you get there and there's already a regimen laid out for you, showing you the right form. That way it prevents you from getting hurt, and just doing things with a purpose instead of just kind of going all over the place. Plus, it doesn't hurt that you don't have to fight with people for equipment. That's what the personal trainer is there for. You can push them around for it.
What advice would you give to someone considering personal training but unsure if it's right for them?
In the beginning, you might struggle with it because, depending on your personality, you might not like that kind of direction. But at the end of the day, it just makes it so much easier because you trust that person to guide you the right path. And if there's any kind of tweaks that need to be done to your workout regimen to fit your body type, then that professional is going to know exactly how to do it. And you just show up, you take your willingness, and let that person trainer take it from there and just bring you the end result.
How do you maintain motivation person as they committed to your personal training goals?
I've been pretty fortunate that I've done a lot of progress in the time that I've been with you guys. And so to slack off at this point, I don't know that I could do it. There's too much hard work already invested that I'm closer to the finish line than I am to going back. So I might as well keep going. It's like little victories, one on top of the next. When you start putting them all together, it just gives you that confidence to keep going.
How long has it been since you started training?
I need to go back and check my notes, but I want to say it's anywhere between 8 to 9 months. And huge difference from day one, where I can barely catch my breath after one set. At this point, I'm breaking the sweat after like half an hour, or at least 40 minutes. So that's definitely a big change. A lot of endurance. I've seen the eyes that you pile on the weight when I'm not looking until I'm halfway through, and I'm like, oh man. But at least now I'm able to kind of work through it. That's been a big change.
How much weight have you lost in those 8 to 9 months?
I want to say about 50 pounds when I came with you. So
Total so far?
about 85, so still need about 25 more to go.
Well, you tried reducing weight in the past year, right?
I've done it all: running, keto diet, bunch of different fat burners, and going vegan. They've all worked to a certain extent, but this one's the one that even at my ripe old age of 45, I felt better with this one just because it's given me more strength and more stamina throughout the day.
How has personal training and weight training been different from all the other stuff you've done before?
That right there, just the energy level, the confidence, just the ability to kind of take on the day a lot more than the others, where maybe I wasn't properly fed or just wasn't doing the right exercises, and it was more like a burnout session than anything. And in this case, it just kind of gives you a well-rounded regimen, so keeps you going a lot better.
Is there any last, I'm not sure how to leave someone that's maybe up against the wall and not sure if they want to start personal training? What kind of advice would you give them?
You're gonna spend your money on other dumb stuff that's only gonna get you further away from where you want to be. The best advice I can give anybody is put the money in yourself and get yourself a trainer. If you've done the workouts on your own and you haven't been able to stick with it, the best choice is always go with somebody who's gonna help you. It's gonna be in your corner and actually wants to see you get into your goals. So using the right motivation and doing it right to get a lasting result, go with a personal trainer. Just look at yourself and realize that you need to put that money into yourself. So go with a personal trainer.